One Piece crews have always been a hype concept. I remember seeing the Baroque works after we entered the Grand Line, a crew of bounty hunters like Crocodile, Robin, Mr. 1, Mr. 2, and now with our own crew becoming a Yonko pirate crew, the Straw Hat Pirates led by Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei. I'm becoming more fascinated in the whole pirate crew lore. Even look at the Blackbeard Pirates led by Marshall D. Teach, Aokiji, Shiryu of the Rain. They are a pretty interesting crew, knowing that their top two guys were working with the world government. Then we can go to the Marineford Yonko crew of the Whitebeard Pirates, who are known for being monsters, led by Newgate, Marco, Ace, Jozu, and Vista. To the Big Mom Pirates led by Linlin, Katakuri, and Smoothie, Cracker, and Perospero, all being her children. To the Beast Pirates led by Kaido, King, Queen, and Jack, a crew known for being the survival of the fittest when it comes to strength. Even Cross Guild with Mihawk and Crocodile is a pretty cool lineup, minus their captain Buggy. Speaking of Buggy, he was best friends with the captain of the strongest crew currently, led by Red Hair Shank, Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo, and Yasop. But when we speak all time, the Rocks crew is a squad we have never seen before. Even the Roger Pirates led by Roger, Rayleigh, Gabon, and Odin don't compare to what Oda was cooking with the Roxy Zebek squad. So today I decided to rank the crew. So subscribe to the channel, guys, because you guys have been seeing a lot of high quality videos. It's gonna stay like that, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. Now, the strongest of the Rocks crew has to be Roxy Zebek. First of all, 18 years before God Valley, he killed an admiral. After that, we have to remember that he was the only one to make it to the flower room to see Imu. And people make fun of him for walking away from Imu, but that just shows you how strong he is. The fact that he knows that Imu's stronger than him. He understands power levels. And this was 18 years before God Valley. Then right after this, we see him, of course, clash a Conqueror's Haki-coded clash with Ancient Giant Blood King of Elbaf Herald. That was insane, and no one really talks about it. So we know his swordsmanship is very unique. It's like a hammer or a cannon. He has a really cool fighting style. And I'll tell you guys right now, the fact that Monkey D. Garp and Roger were set to team up to take him down. He was said to be Roger's greatest rival. Roger was the pirate king, and he killed an admiral 18 years before God Valley. What we're about to see in God Valley is going to be way stronger than what he's already shown us. Now, number 2 is Whitebeard, and there is some Whitebeard fans who do think, hey, Whitebeard is the world's strongest man. Don't put him behind rocks. Well, after this flashback, it's kind of dying down when it comes to the strength of Whitebeard and Rocks being compared. Now, me personally, I think Whitebeard is extremely strong. I still put Whitebeard on the same level as Monkey D. Garp and Goldie Roger we just saw in the recent installment of One Piece going at it. But there is a difference between Rocks and Whitebeard. When Rocks is killing an admiral, when Whitebeard was around like a supernova level character, when Whitebeard was like around a rookie level character, Rocks was killing an admiral. So you have to understand, Whitebeard with his Gurgur no Mi and his Conqueror's Haki coding, his advanced Conqueror's Haki is cool and all, and his immense strength. Whitebeard's strength is known for being incredibly powerful. It's like his raw strength. But at the end of the day, I still have Rocks above him. So Whitebeard is going to be in a safe spot number 2. I don't think there's any other Rocks pirate that can come close to Whitebeard. We'll come close to Whitebeard, but not on the same level as Whitebeard. Next is Shiki. This is actually a hot take. A lot of people didn't put respect on Shiki's name when the Rocks were first mentioned. A lot of people focused on the Yonko of Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido. But now recently, seeing Shiki, of course, the narrative story of him entering God Valley and having him go at it with Whitebeard, and then of course seeing Shiki as a founding member of the Rocks crew, is making a lot of people fans of Shiki being the 3rd strongest on the Rocks Pirates. I also have to mention, when it comes to Shiki, he was going at it with Roger, he was going at it with Garp, he was going at it with Sengoku. Sengoku literally told Garp, stay away from Shiki, that's my business. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that Shiki was the 3rd strongest. I don't think there's another character that is stronger than Shiki on the Rocks Pirates. Now, a lot of people would tell me, why would I put Shiki 3 when I should put Big Mom 3, Charlotte Linden? Well, Big Mom to me is number 4, and the reason why Big Mom is number 4 is because yes, she was faster. It was said that Big Mom in her younger days was more agile, but when it comes to immense strength, Big Mom is not in her prime. Sengoku already confirmed that Big Mom and Kaido weren't what they were today during the Rocks era. Now, I still think Big Mom is around Admiral level. I still think she's incredibly powerful. I just don't think she's on the level of Shiki, Whitebeard, and Rocks, who were all going at it with Roger. Big Mom went at it with Roger too, but it's not the same level as the 3 I mentioned. So I'm going to put Big Mom at a safe 4. She does have more speed and agility, but I do think that when it comes to her being admiral level. The other guys I mentioned on the list are probably Yonko level. Like Whitebeard and Shiki are probably Yonko level, and Rox is probably Pirate King level. Number 5 on the list is Silver Axe. The reason why Silver Axe gets so much hype to me is, first of all, Sengoku singled him out during the initial Rox hype years ago during Wano. The second thing I want to talk about is when he was actually introduced in the story. Silver Axe was said to be a rival of Shiki. That's a big deal because I have Shiki at number 3, so I can't put Silver Axe that far behind Shiki. I also must admit this too, he was not even in his prime when he actually went to Rox to join, so he's gonna get stronger. So I do think there's a lot of hype to the Silver Axe, Kyo the Hitman, or whatever you want to call him, Silver Axe. I'm not too sure what you guys want to call him, but I do think there's also the narrative story of him fighting Scarpa Gaban, another axe wielder. So yeah, I think Silver Axe has to be number 5, guys. There's a lot of narrative hype to him. Number 6 to me is Captain John. Now, Captain John has always been a fan favorite to me. First of all, Captain John on Thriller Bark was epic. You saw how Absalom was talking to him like, yo, you're Captain John, don't forget who you are, when he was a zombie. Secondly, Buggy's been after his treasure for how long? Luffy helped him try to help him find it. Like, Captain John, of course, was singled out by Sengoku, just like Silver Axe was singled out. And of course, we know Captain John passed away, so that is a little big thing there that might make you look a little question mark of, is Captain John legit? But recently, Tim talking to Kaido like he was a horn-headed rookie, making fun of Kaido. I do think that Captain John gets my respect as being a top-tier Rox pirate. I was thinking about putting him 5, but I think 6 is a safe spot. At number 7, I'm going to put Wang Ji, or otherwise known as Ochaku. This guy, a lot of people are making theories about being Caribou's father, so that's why a lot of people don't think he's that strong, but he's a founding member of the Rox crew. That gets a lot of shine for me because the fact that he's a founding member of the Rox crew, the fact that he was a part of the Rocky Port incident, who he actually took over Pirate Island after Rox. Yes, he was running Pirate Island, guys. Think about that. And it took Blackbeard, Law, and Kobe teaming up in some sense to take him down, even though I don't think they actually, like, all 3 teamed up to take down Wang Ji. I do think there's something to hype Wang Ji's power here. I also want to say Sengoku singled them out as well. I think this is the final member that Sengoku has singled out that I have mentioned, so there's a reason why they're all in the top 7. And I think there's a reason why Oda wants these top 7 to be mentioned now. Like, the top 7 a lot of times is like a big deal when it comes to numbers, guys. So these are the top 7 Rox pirates, and the rest of the list is going to be more easier to talk about. So number 8, I'm going to give Kaido. Kaido to me is a rookie. Though he is a rookie, Kaido is extremely powerful. Because look how strong Luffy was as a rookie. Yo. He got a 300 million berry bounty, and he was doing amazing things, taking down warlords and pretty strong opponents. Kaido is not like Luffy. Kaido is stronger than Luffy when it comes to his natural strength. He's a monster. He's an Oni. So Kaido was stronger than a pre-time skip Luffy. So we know Kaido, the fact that he's going at it with Rox recently, the fact that the Shiki had his swords out when they were going at it, the fact that everyone tells him to calm down from Big Mom, he wants to go at it with Roger. I do think that Kaido is around Yonko Commander level, guys. I don't think he's, and if anything, if he was to fight Wang Ji, Captain John, and Silver Axe, though I think they're stronger, with Haki blooming, Kaido could easily take them down. That's how strong I look at rookie Kaido. But I'm going to give him a number 8 spot because he's still a rookie. I got to give him that. Now, number 9 is Gloriosa. The reason why Gloriosa is extremely powerful and she makes the top 10 Rox pirates is, first of all, she's the captain of the Kuja pirates. Kuja, they're known for strength being beauty. Shaki seems to be incredibly powerful. She's the right-hand woman of the Kuja pirates when she was captain. Tritoma looks to be extremely powerful as well. She was just a crew member, but she later ended up being an empress. We saw Gloriosa when she was older. Boa threw her out the castle and she landed on her feet saying that I'm still a Kuja pirate, so, or a Kuja warrior. So I do think Gloriosa, the fact that she joined Rox only lets strong people join their core group. You gotta put some respect on Gloriosa's name, and number 9 is a safe spot for her physical strength. If she had Boa's Dog Fruit, I would have put her way higher, but I don't think she had Boa's Dog Fruit. Number 10 to me is Babil, which might shock a lot of people. This recently new named fishman that we seen early on, now he has spiked hair. The reason why I have Babil pretty high up is, first of all, he looks to be the strongest fishman from the Rox era. And if we look at Jinbei and how strong Jinbei is, it's safe to say that Babil should be a monster. And don't forget Sunbell's on the Roger Pirates, and I think Babil's stronger than him. So I do think you gotta put some respect on this guy's name. the way he talks to Rocks too as well, letting Rocks know that, oh yeah, the Galarot's not going to team up with you. They're not going to listen to you. And Rocks, of course, replying that I'm going to get, of course, Harold to have them listening. I do think Bobil is one of the more intellect and physically strong fishermen I've seen just early on. So I'm going to put him at the number 10 spot, which is controversial, but I think I got to put some respect on the Fishman race. There's a reason Oda gassed them in the beginning of One Piece. Remember Arlong days? There's a reason why. I think Bobil is one of the strongest fishmen in the history of Fishman Island. Now, number 11 is Gangzhui, which I really wanted to put him at number 10 because he's a founding member of the Rocks crew. But he has this like jokey personality, like that makes me like very hard to take him seriously. Though I do think he might be related to Frankie. Imagine he's Frankie's father. That would be so hype. We do know that he passed away. We did see a zombie during Thriller Bark. He did seem to be around the same level as Captain John in that Thriller Bark zombie, general zombie thing. But we all know Captain John's name, but this guy was a no-name until recently. I do think he's incredibly powerful for being a founding member of the Rocks crew and chilling with Rocks for years before even Big Mom and Kaido were on the squad. So yeah, Gangzhui could definitely surprise me and go way higher up in this list, but I'm gonna say 11 right now. I really want him to put 10, but I'll say 11 for sure. At number 12, I'll put Don Marlin, another founding member of the Rocks crew. Now Don Marlin looks to be related to Capone, and we know Capone's pretty powerful, but I do want to say this: he's not been mentioned, guys. Like, if you haven't been mentioned, it's really hard to put you high up on this list. I do want to put Gangzhui and him really high up on the list because they're founding members, but they haven't been mentioned, so I'm really gonna keep it quiet on, of course, this monster. The next is Gil Buster. Yeah, Gil Buster to me is number 13. Now, the reason why Gil Buster is pretty strong is because of the wanted hype that Oda gave him. We did see a zombie in Thriller Bark with the extra arms. We did see him when, of course, the Rocks Pirates were invading God Valley. We didn't see him recently, but he seems to be a pretty powerful Rocks that Oda has a special love for. So he might be higher than what I'm giving him, but of course his name is not really highly mentioned in the manga, so it's hard for me to put him high up in the list. But he's a Rocks Pirate, so he has to be strong. Number 14 to me is Stussy. Now Stussy is powerful because we've seen her clone already fight, guys. Yes, we've seen that Devil Fruit that she had. She does seem to be powerful, guys. She took out Lucci and Kaku. Even though it was like a sneak attack, she still took them out. And they're pretty powerful Awakened Zone monsters. I do think Stussy can surprise me, but the way she's riding on Whitebeard's back, she might be just one of those people that likes to use strong people rather than use her own strength. So I think 14 is not that bad. And number 15 is Strusen. Strusen had a pretty cool moment on Hokage Island with that slashing attack. We know his Devil Fruit is like cooking food and whatnot, but at the end of the day, Strusen uses Big Mom for strength for a reason. He's not the muscle. So I do think he only joined the Rocks because Big Mom was like, yeah, if I'm joining, Strusen has to join. And he might be Perosporo's father in a weird situation that I just hope Oda doesn't really highlight on. But yeah, Strusen number 15. He did get a lot of hype in the recent chapter of One Piece, the recent installment. Strusen was talking like, why the hell will Corpse be alive and whatnot, and why would they help us? Like, I do think he's a very intelligent guy, of course, as he is kind of manipulating Big Mom. But yeah, I think last on the list, I have to give to Strusen, guys. Sorry.